Hey, you know how preparing for an English test can be kind of boring? Well, it's not with E2 language because we have these things called live classes, which are taught by expert teachers and they happen twice a day, 7 days a week. So if you come along, it's actually like live and there's people in the classroom with you and it's happening and you're being taught. You're not studying by yourself. So it makes it way more fun. In the video that you're about to see, you're going to see a replay of one of our live classes. If you want to join our live classes, then go to e2language.com. You can sign up for free and you can join our sample live classes. Anyway, enjoy.
Hi everyone, welcome to this sample class. I'm Alex from E2 Language. Nice to see you all in the chat box here. How is everyone today? Let's stop sharing. Hello Stephanie, Srividya, Yara, hello all the regulars. Akshay, hello in Panama, cool. I'm great, so I'm here in Melbourne. I had my first drive beyond 5 kilometers today. It was very exciting. After the lockdown is starting to lift, I hope you guys are getting a bit more freedom where you are, depending on the situation. Hi, Lonnie in Dubai. Have you guys got any good news for me? Mohammed, welcome, joining from Pakistan. All right, so we're here to do IELTS reading deep. I saw your question, and this is for general and academic people today, so everyone is welcome. We call this our sample live class. That's because it's shorter than our real live classes. At E2 we have about 15 live classes per week. They are usually 1 hour to 1.5 hours. So this one is just 30 minutes, so consider it a taste of an E2 live class. Dorothy, your test is coming up. Good luck to you. Hope you're feeling ready. I know you've been working so hard. Anybody else got their test this week? Good on you. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, by the way, hello. I'm looking at the chat box here on Zoom. If you want to join us next time, I'll show you how to do that. I just need to sign up at E2 Language and click to register. Okay, few people with their test coming up. So let's get started in this free class today. By the way, on Zoom, could you guys check that you're sending your messages to all panelists and attendees? So if you send your message to panelists, it just comes to me, but otherwise to everybody. All right, and on YouTube, just use the chat function over there. In this session, we're doing the welcome now. I'll give you a super quick overview of IELTS reading. We're going to do practice, vocab review at the end, Q&A, 30 minutes all together. So YouTubers, if you want to join us next time, go to e2language.com. There's a big green button which says try for free. Just sign up there with your email. And when you log in, there's a calendar which you click and that's it. You get sent the Zoom link as soon as you register. Now, when you log into your course, you guys here on Zoom should know this. When you click on your course button, you have all of this laid out in front of you: reading, listening, task 1, task 2, speaking, practice tests, vocab. Inside the reading section are all the different question types that you can expect. So multiple choice, true, false, not given, headings, everything. And today we are working on the true, false, not given questions. Everyone loves that, right? Okay. Also, we've got a special offer this week. If you want to have access to all the materials and you want to have access to all the live classes, all the recordings. So for free, as a free member, you get access to some of this, but with any paid package, you get access to all the self-study materials. And we have a voucher code, which is IELTS new 10, just for 48 hours. So if you want to join on our basic package, which is only $44, use this code for 10% off. If you guys here in Zoom, you already have a package and you want a higher package, maybe you want the mock test or you want some feedback, maybe some one-on-one tutorials, use this code and get 10% off at checkout. So IELTS new 10, I'll show you it again later, but you have to be quick with this one, only 48 hours. Let's talk about IELTS reading. Now you tell me, How many minutes? How many questions? How many sections? Chetan, well done. Priya, great. Mohammed, you win. Oh, except your third answer was wrong. So 60 minutes, 40 questions, and 3 sections. IELTS listening, 4 sections, IELTS reading, 3 sections. Now this is a different test when you're doing general and academic. So those of you doing general, section 1, you get a bunch of smaller texts, between 2 and 3 smaller texts, all about social survival, it's called, like everyday kind of things. Might be a job ad or a menu or information about a social club, those kind of things. Section 2 is always related to the workplace for general, and you'll get usually 2 texts. Section 3 is a topic of general interest, 1 big chunky text. Academic people, what do you get? Quite different. You get 1 big text per section. So section 1, section 2, section 3, and attached to that reading, there are usually 2, 3, or 4 different question types. Almost always you can expect to get true, false, not given somewhere in your test. And this is how the scoring system works. Now, if you're general reading test, we would consider it a little bit easier. There's less text than academic, but you can see if you want 7, you have to get 34 out of 40, around 34 out of 40 correct. Whereas academic, to score 7, you only need 30. Okay, so the scoring is weighted a little bit differently. So what's your goal? Sorry, Elvira, remind me at the end what you wanted to see. All right, 8s and 7s for everyone. Cool. A couple of 6.5s. All right, so take note of what test you're doing and what score you need to get here as well. And when you do practice tests, keep aiming for that score. Okay, here we are at our sample class. Now, during this session, we're just doing a few questions, but I have a couple of activities, and there are 14 points that you can score. So if you have a pen and paper, try to keep track of your score and aim for 100% in this class. We're practicing true, false, not given. All right, so I'm going to start with my description of true, false, not given, or a question. So this is question 1. The text is coming soon, but question 1, chronobiology is the study of how living things have evolved over time. So the question before you is this sentence true according to the text, which is coming? Is it false, or is it not given? Now, true, what this means is the text says the same thing. So when the text arrives, if it says, chronobiology is the study of how living things have evolved over time, in different words, of course, then our answer is going to be true. If we get a definition of this word, and this is what it means, it will be true. If the text says the opposite thing, contradicts this, for example, the text might say chronobiology is the study of something completely different, then this will be false, because chronobiology is not the study of that, it's the study of something else. Not given, this is when it's impossible to know from the text, where maybe you'll see this word, maybe you'll see this word, but is chronobiology the study of this? You might not find out in the text. And in that case, the answer is not given. Okay. Audio okay there? If you're having audio or tech problems on Zoom, by the way, just leave and come back. It usually fixes everything. Like all technology, right? Turn it off, turn it back on, problem solved. Okay, everyone else is good. So let's have a go. I'm going to show you the text, and I'm going to close the chat box for a moment just to give you time to think. Riara asks, can you anticipate for the not given? Well, you can certainly think about the question, but you will always have to read. So the questions are written very, very carefully. So it may be that you know the definition of chronobiology, so you already know it's true or it's false, but you have to find it in the text. So there is always a possibility of at least 2 answers. Okay, so chat box is closing now. So I can see your comments, but you can't see your classmates. And here is the same question. Here is the text. You've got 90 seconds. Read and choose an answer. Read carefully though. Don't rush it. Here we go. Okay, so that is our 90 seconds. The bell, sorry. Okay, so lots of people, lots of different answers, I must say. I've got lots of true, lots of false, and quite a few not given as well. Okay, and that's because this is quite a complicated sentence. Like this whole thing is one big sentence, okay? Now, chronobiology is the study of how living things have evolved over time. Let me open up the chat box here. The study of how living things have evolved over time. This process here, evolution, is that a long process or a short process? Long. Okay, let's look at the important stuff here. Chronobiology, I've just highlighted the stuff which is relevant for the question, but there is a lot of extra stuff. Chronobiology, it might sound a little futuristic, blah, 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 irrelevant. It's a field of study that concerns one of the oldest processes life on this planet has ever known, ... This is the process, short-term rhythms of time and their effect on flora and fauna. Okay. Chronobiology is a field of study that concerns short-term rhythms of time and their effect on flora and fauna. And this process is one of the oldest things the planet has known. All right, yeah, good, Ronak. So short-term is quite a key word. Back to our question, chronobiology is the study of how living things have evolved over time. Have I changed your mind? That looks better, everyone's getting it now. The answer is false. Chronobiology is not the study of evolution. It's the study of short-term rhythms of time, rhythms of time and their effect on flora. What's that? Fauna, what's that? Yeah, plants, very good. And animals, flora and fauna, plants and animals. Yeah, it is tricky. So you can see this part here, oldest process. It's a kind of distraction, but it doesn't, everything here doesn't mean the same as this. It's not the study of how living things have evolved over time. So you've got to read really carefully and also look for these little clues, like the ... tells you this is the process that I'm talking about. And there's often a little clue like that. Okay, so actually it's the study of short-term rhythms of time. So direct contradiction. Okay, let's keep going. Next one, the rise and fall of sea levels affects how sea creatures behave. Now, before we look at the text here, tell me what's another word for this, the rise and fall of sea levels. This happens like twice a day. Great job, everyone. Tides. Yeah, tides, very good. So the tide comes in, the tide goes out about twice a day. Is that right? Once a day? Failed my biology class. Geography? What is it? Science. Let's just say I failed science. Okay, sea creatures. What's another word for sea creatures? Twice. Thanks, Dorothy. Another word. So in the text, what might we be looking for? Yeah, beautiful. Aquatic animals, sea animals, marine life. Yeah. And what about this? Another word for affects. The tide affects. Good. Influence, impact, have an impact. Yeah, good. All right, so here comes the next paragraph, chat box closing again. There we go. And again, 90 seconds to answer this question. Good luck. Okay, nicely done. This was a bit easier, I think. The majority of you got it correct. Chat box opening now. So the rise and fall of sea levels affects how sea creatures behave. So in the text, we've got tidal patterns as our synonym for rise and fall of sea levels. Influenced is our synonym for effects, and sea creatures, we've got marine life. So the answer here really comes from only one sentence. Marine life, for example, is influenced by tidal patterns, and you guys were correct. This is true. Yeah, marine life is influenced by tidal patterns. With true, false, not given questions, sometimes the answer is just in one sentence. However, sometimes it will cross 2, 3, 4 sentences. So whenever you find that place, like if you're looking for marine life or sea creatures, make sure that you read before and after a little bit, because sometimes the answer will shift in that second or third sentence. All right. Final one, number 3. This is in the same paragraph. I'm going to close the chat box here. And the question is, most animals are active during the daytime. We've got 90 seconds. Here we go. Okay, thank you guys. I'm going to open up the chat box. So again, quite a variety here. Got a few truths, quite a lot of not givens, just a couple of falses. All right, and I could see the problems for you. There is some tricky language in here. So most animals are active during the daytime. Now this is a really important word, most, and quite a few of you are telling me numerous and most are the same thing. That is not the case. Numerous and most are not the same thing. What does numerous mean? Yeah, it's like many, a lot, but most is a different thing. What does most mean? Majority, well done. So if I said numerous students are from Nigeria, most students are from India, that's different thing. Nigeria, just many, some, but most, more than 50%, the majority. Okay, so numerous creatures, many creatures, humans included, are largely diurnal. So not 100% diurnal. What is diurnal, by the way? Can you see the definition in here? Great, Chetan. Yeah, so it gives me the definition. That is, they like to come out during the hours of sunlight. So as humans, we are largely diurnal, but not 100%. Like we don't fall asleep as soon as it's dark. We don't get up as soon as it's daylight, so mostly. Nocturnal animals such as bats and possums prefer to forage by night. And a third group are crepuscular. They thrive in the low light of dawn. So we've got three groups: diurnal, nocturnal, crepuscular. Most animals are active during the daytime. True, false, not given. Very good. Yes, yes, yes. Not given. So I know numerous animals are active during the daytime, but most, no information about that. Some in the day, some at night, some are crepuscular. So they are awake at dawn and at dusk.
Hey, are you enjoying this live class replay? Hopefully you are. Remember, if you want to join them live in the moment with expert teachers and all of your peers, then go to e2language.com and sign up for free.
Happy with that? Yeah, no extrapolating. So if you got it wrong, it's probably in this one, maybe just you misunderstood the word. So you thought numerous means most. And now you know that's not the case. So often true, false, not given. You may get it wrong. One, because you're reading too quickly. Two, because you're extrapolating, as Jana said. Or three, you just don't know the meaning of some of the words perhaps. So as you study, you need to learn new words all the time. And definitely avoid presumption and what you already know and what you expect. Just go with what's in the text. And if you are struggling, if it's 1 minute, 2 minute, you're not sure, it's probably not given, because that means you can't find it. Okay, so score out of 3. Is anyone sitting on 100%? 2s and 3s, that's good. That's good. Okay, so you can see from this reading, this one comes from a British Council test, by the way, so a real IELTS test. Notice how important vocabulary is in IELTS reading. In fact, it's probably the most important thing in your test preparation is building your vocab. So definitely you need to learn about the test. You need to learn strategies. You need to know about question types. But in the background, on the side, you should be building vocab all the time, because that is going to lift your score. So use the reading passages to build your vocab. Don't just do a reading test, throw it away. Learn the meanings of the words, but also practice using those words. Okay, and we're going to do that now with some of the words that we just saw. Yara, just reminds me at the end, let me check on that for you. Okay, so here's some of the vocab that we just saw: dusk, thrive, evolve, fauna, influence, flora, crepuscular, nocturnal, tidal, forage, affect. Somebody asked me, what does forage mean? Can someone tell me? What does it mean, forage? Possums forage at night. Very good. They search for food, look for food. Yeah. The possums forage at night. They look for food at night. What's this? Dusk. What time of day is dusk? Very good. Evening, sunset. Yeah. What's the opposite? Dusk is at night. Dawn is the morning. Good. Crepuscular. Can anyone remember what it means? We had diurnal, active in the day. Nocturnal, active at night. Crepuscular. Very good, Jyoti. Active at dawn and dusk. So crepuscular, active at dawn and dusk. Good. People wear diurnal, bats nocturnal. Okay. So step 1 of learning vocab is to remember the meanings. So if I tested you now, which word means active at night? Hopefully you will guess nocturnal. Which word means active at dawn and dusk? Crepuscular. Very good. Probably never seen that word before. I'd never seen it before this reading test either. Okay, but we also need to use these words. Okay, so let's try it. I'll give you a sentence and a gap. Kangaroos are animals that are active at dawn and what words are missing? Yeah, excellent. Kangaroos are crepuscular animals that are active at dawn and dusk. So do you think you could do that without the words on the side there? That's, I guess, step 3. We're not going to do that today. Next one. Bats are creatures. What kind of creatures? Very nice. They're nocturnal creatures. Did humans, from apes, this process, did humans evolve from apes? Well done. The government is investing more in this kind of power. Well done, Ankit. Well done, Sarah. The government is investing more in tidal power. Beautiful. I think everyone got 5 there. Final little vocab challenge. Let's see now, without the words on the screen, how active this vocab is becoming. Okay, so how's your memory? Fill the gaps with a suitable word from this lesson. I'm going to close the chat box just to let you concentrate and give you 90 seconds to read through and try to remember the words and also remember the spelling. Okay, here we go. Okay, spectacular job. Well done. Okay, here are the answers. Animals fall into 3 categories. Sorry, that should be when it comes to chronobiology. Those that are active during the daytime are known as diurnal. Others, including bats, tend to thrive or tend to forage in the dark. They are termed nocturnal. Meanwhile, a third group is crepuscular, meaning that they can usually be found in the low light of dawn and dusk or dusk and dawn. 3, 4. Great. Most of you got the right word, just the spelling was a bit off, but that's okay. That will come with practice. Well done. So when you are in the reading test, hopefully you'll see these words and you'll recognize them instantly. So you should have a total score now out of 14 to give you an indication of your IELTS reading prowess. Very good. Yeah, don't worry if you didn't keep track of your score. It doesn't matter. Just a bit of fun. Okay, so my question for you is, was there some unfamiliar vocab today? So when you do the real reading class, our real classes, by the way, our IELTS reading classes are every Tuesday and every Thursday. And in those sessions, you should keep a vocab book next to you. And as you see it on the screen, just write it down. And the best thing to do is after class, spend some time with your list of words, look them up, write out the definition, write out an example sentence. So for example, maybe these words like thrive, dawn, dusk, forage. After class, look up the meaning, look up the translation, create a simple example sentence. You could add these to your topic toolkits. We've got 20 of those toolkits in your course, and there's a vocab page attached to each one and space for you to add extra words as well. Hi, Mohammed, I'll try to check the question section, but maybe put it in the chat box, it's a bit easier. Now for extra reading help, let me remind you, first of all, that there's a 10% off code, but in addition to that, we also have this new package. So if you want to join all the live classes, get access to class recordings and stuff, we have just launched a new package called the Showtime package. And this is for people who have less than 30 days for their test. So if you want a really intensive study program, which includes a starting session with a teacher, plus a 45-minute tutorial at any time that you want, you get a study plan like this. This is what the tutorials look like. You get a mock test, you get all the self-study materials, plus unlimited live classes and recorded classes. In fact, you get access for 6 months, but it's ideal if your test is coming up really soon. So if you log into your account, there'll be a banner, I think, at the moment. If you're a free member, there'll be a banner promoting this. Otherwise, just search for Showtime E2 language, or I'll share it in a moment with you. But this is $89 US, a real bargain, maybe our best value course. Otherwise, if you want to have one of the other courses, that's fine. You can use the 10% off voucher. This one, because it's so cheap, there's no further discount. So no 10% off this one, but the 10% discount you can use on other packages. So once you're into E2 language, this is our calendar. Register for the live classes every Tuesday, every Thursday, other classes every day of the week, including lots of writing classes. Our recorded classes are here. This is only available if you have a paid package. The course materials sit in the second button on the blue menu. And there's reading, practice tests, and also vocab sections, really important for your reading score. So our other packages are, this is our like basic cheapest package to access all the live classes, all the self-study materials, Express. And Express Plus comes with a mock test, full IELTS mock test, including feedback from the teacher, and a face-to-face speaking test. So yeah, these ones are the sort of entry-level packages, and then we have lots of different ones depending if you want more feedback. Bronze, silver, gold include one-on-one tutorials, plus the mock test, plus feedback. So from the base package upwards, it all depends how much time you want with the teacher and how much feedback. That's what puts the price up, our wonderful teachers. So for feedback, check out the other packages there. I'm going to just, oh, I missed my, let me just find that 10% off code for you again, hopefully. Okay, I'll find it in a second. Anyway, let me grab it for you in a sec. But that is the end of our quick 30-minute sample reading class. I hope that was useful for you. If nothing else, hopefully you've learned a few new words today that will help you in your test preparation. Okay, and let me just have a look. Yara, I can see your comment about that. I've just sent a message to student support, so they will have a look at that for you. Let me quickly find the code for the rest of you guys. Sorry, I pasted it in the wrong spot. Now, if you are here, oh, here we go. If you're here on Zoom, and if you have a question, just stay online and I'll try to answer it. So here's the code IELTS new 10. That's 10% off everything except for Power Package, Showtime Package, and the add-on stuff. But all the other ones, it should be working. If not, I'll fix it up for you, Yara, soon. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for coming along. We have our new member welcome coming up in 1.5 hours. That's where I will show you everything on E2 language and answer all your questions there as well. So be sure to sign up for that. Thank you for watching on YouTube. I'll see you on E2 next time. All right. So, Mega, have I got any reading tips or material? I just shared everything about IELTS reading. So yes, that's my tips. And the material is on E2 language. Abby, my name's Alex. Luis, where can I find more live classes for my time zone? I'm in Dallas, Texas. Yeah, most of our classes, I'm in Melbourne and it's 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Melbourne time, which is probably the early morning for you in Texas, Luis. So we have a couple of classes at different time zones. So we have a speaking, a writing task 2, and next month our grammar class will be at a different time. So have a look at the calendar for November and December. There might be classes in there that will suit you. Otherwise, recorded classes are the best place to look. How do I improve? True, false, not given. Definitely practice, Mathili. And also inside the course, there's a method video, a new method video about tackling true, false, not given. So have a look at that one. I'm stuck on 6.5 for my writing. How can I improve? Lots of ways, Lily. But number 1, come to the live classes for writing. We have 6 per week. And also get some feedback on your work. So either the mock test or submit something for assessment and our experts can show you what the problem is. E2 School, Elvira, is another website. So at the moment we are here E2 Language. E2 School is, it has more general English stuff and pronunciation and a grammar course and some live classes. So you can log into E2 School with your E2 Language account. In E2 Language, go to Skill Building and click E2 School and it should connect that way. Anurag, so if you want to submit work for assessment, Anurag, go to the feedback section of your course. I might just try and log in while I'm talking about that. Anurag, what package have you got? Silver, okay. And do you know where the feedback lives? Yes, class is over. I'm just answering a couple of questions before we move on. Thank you, Mega. Yeah, okay, so Anurag, you probably know your feedback is sitting in here, or your assessments, and you go to writing. And Silver, you've got, I think, 4 task 1s and 4 task 2s. So you just click on that, it will open up. There'll be a task 1 in there or a task 2. You just write into the box, click submit, and it comes through to the teachers. Is that what you wanted to ask me? I'm not sure. Okay, any problems, just email hello@e2language.com or click the little help button down here and contact us that way. Yeah, cool. Yara, if you can't come to class, how can I ask questions and interact? So that's also through the help button here. Your questions will come to me or to student support, and we can help you that way. But yeah, live classes probably easier. The group classes are still like a separate thing because they're fairly new. They're not included in the packages. So group classes, you can just find them in this button, and they're sold individually still. So in the future, we will include them, but at the moment, not the case. Now, for some of these questions, come along to the new member welcome. So this is in 1 hour and 20 minutes. In that session, I'll show you all around the platform here. And if you've upgraded, I can show you what feedback you get, how to book your tutorials, how to take the mock test, all of that stuff. So come back in 1 hour and 20 minutes, just register here on the dashboard. All right. Yes, there should be, for the reading stuff, when you, who was that? Mathili, yes, no, not given, here. So this is the new methods video. There we go. So you can watch the video and then do all these practice activities. Betty, if you've never done the test before, I would start with the mock test. But if you've already done IELTS before and you know what your score is, then I would wait, like you said, wait a couple of weeks while you're preparing, get some feedback on your writing, and then take it. The E2 rewards, this is when you invite your friends, you earn points. And when you get 10 points, you get, I think it's $10 off. I have to check on that. I'll tell you in the new member welcome. I can't remember. I think you get $10 off when you get 10 points, and you get 2 points for everyone that registers. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you in the new member welcome soon or in another live class during the week. Remember to use that code, the discount code, if you want to upgrade in the next 48 hours. All right, thank you guys. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.
Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that replay of our live class. Remember, if you want to join in the live class action, check out e2language.com. You can sign up for free and join our sample live classes. And if you do want to upgrade, then you'll get heaps of live classes. And in fact, you can get unlimited live classes on some of the packages. They will help you enormously, and they make test prep kind of fun. Cool. Cheerio.